welcome to Just My Thoughts. I'm your host, Khaleel Ward, and on this episode, I'll be doing a retro review. And if you haven't seen the other retro reviews, it's basically I watch an old movie and I talk about the movie, whether I liked it or disliked it. Well, this is a movie I dislike. I don't know why I did it to myself. Um, you can see in the title, I watched The Last Airbender. And I only watched it because I went on Amazon Prime and it was right there. I don't know why it was there, but it was just right there. And I was like, I haven't seen this movie since I watched it on bootleg when it came out back in 2010. So I was just like, I didn't really enjoy it then. Maybe, if I watch it again, I'll have a different perspective on things. And why did I do that to myself? I don't know. But I remember I wasn't the biggest Avatar fan. But I started watching the show and I was like, this is pretty cool. And I started getting into the show, watching it, and watching all the episodes. And I was like, this is cool. And then they was like, they're doing a movie, and I was like, yes. And it was like, M Night Shyamalan is doing the movie, and it's like, damn, have to wait and see. So, the first trailer comes out, and there's like the voiceover, and you see Aang practicing, and he's knocking out the candles with his airbending and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, okay. And I really they being mysterious about it, but the airbending, okay, cool, cool. And then it pans out and you see him in the temple. And it's like, all right, cool, cool. And then you see all the ships and the fire coming towards, and you're like, oh, okay, this is gonna get you hype. It get you like interested in the movie. For a first trailer, it's like, okay, nice little teaser trailer. I like it. I like it. Then the second trailer starts showing off the characters, them finding Aang, him doing his avatar form, and then you're like, why is this person in this movie? Why is that person? What's up with all this whitewashing that they doing in this movie? It's like, I don't know. And then when it came out, it just got panned, and I didn't go to the movies and see it. I bootlegged it, honestly. And then rewatching it, yeah, it's still bad. Still pretty bad. The casting is pretty bad. Noah Ringer, he plays Aang. I think after this he did Cowboys and Aliens, and that was it for his movie career. Dev Patel, after Slumdog Millionaire, he does this, and he was really going for it in this movie. He was like really going. The other actors, bad, just bad casting with the whitewashing and everything like that, and it just didn't feel fun like Avatar. It didn't feel like the characters just felt still. Like they just didn't have that joyous feel that when you watch Avatar The Last Airbender, that's what you feel when you see the characters. Yes, I know it's animated, but you just feel joy watching them interact with each other. And watching this, it just felt bland. Everything felt bland. The bending felt bland. The acting, the casting, all of it just felt bland. The scenery was okay. It was cool. But watching, I was not only bored, but I was just like, they really messed up a cool story, because there's a lot that goes on in the series. It's only 3 seasons, but I they were trying to set it up, for multiple movies, but they were just bouncing around different places, and it felt like the second half of the movie they didn't really know what to do. They were just like, we have to show Aang, and his powers. We have to show him doing stuff, and Zuko, he has the thing with his father where he can't come back home unless he finds the Avatar. He finds the Avatar. Avatar gets away. He saves the Avatar, and then he's trying to find him again. Like it was so all over the place and not explaining things to people. They didn't make the movie like a movie anybody could like walk into. It was like you had to watch the series to really understand everything they were trying to do and try to say in this film. And the fact that the main character Aang, they just pronounced his name differently. It was upsetting, because it's like, why, you have source material. Why are you can change, you can change the powers of people, the attributes that they have. You can change the look, but don't change the pronunciation of their name, because that's their name. That's what it throws everything off once they say his name, and you're like, what, who, what, why are they saying that? So like watching it, the airbending is okay, but like everything else, when they do the slow motion for the earth bending and the fire bending, it's like, it's kind of corny. I know it was 2010, but it was kind of corny, and it just met it like left a bad taste in your mouth about Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's like that's the last thing we get about that. And it just I don't know. Rewatching it, I was just upset, and I wanted to watch the animated show again because that movie. We like they reboot stuff all the time. They need to reboot this movie, and I know they're doing a Netflix show, live action that may come out next year, but and then they can take their time with that because there's a lot of things that Aang has to learn. He doesn't know how to do other bending. He can't water bend. He can't earth bend or fire bend or anything like that. So in this movie, they try to get him to water bend and take him to this temple and everything like that. And that's probably like when he turns into the Avatar for the first time, really, and he's doing the moves and everything. That's like the best part of the movie. And it's like the last 10 minutes of the movie. Everything else is, I just don't watch this movie. Like don't be like me and rewatch it and think, oh, it's gonna change because it's been almost 10 years. No, don't do it to yourself. I did it for you, so you don't have to do it. I did that, so hopefully you wouldn't have to go through that. Yes, I stole that line. But the last Airbender, it's still bad, still horrible. Hopefully, the Netflix series just erases this out of our memory and give us the proper Avatar live action that we all desire, and they actually call it Avatar: The Last Airbender, not just The Last Airbender. But this is a retro review. I'm sorry it was so bad, and it was a bad movie. Not even like really good parts in this movie, just bad. Appa was okay. He didn't get to do a lot, but he was probably the best thing in the movie. Everything else was just. I'm sorry, but leave a comment. Like, did you watch this movie? Did you enjoy the animated show? That's the most important question. And who was your favorite character in the show? But thank you for listening. Deuces.